I'm going to read a brief excerpt from this article. The title of the article is Ja Morant's friends allegedly threatened trained a red laser on Pacers staff with Morant present after game. NBA investigated the incident in which Pacers staff believed someone associated with Morant pointed a gun at them in the FedEx Forum parking lot. Several acquaintances of Memphis Grizzlies star Ja Morant allegedly aggressively confronted members of the Indiana Pacers staff after their game at the FedEx Forum last month. This group, according to the Athletics' Bob Kravitz and Sam Amick, then allegedly trained a red laser on the Pacers staff from a slow-moving SUV. Morant was reportedly in the SUV, and the Pacers staff and additionally security believed the laser was attached to a gun, though it's unclear who was controlling it. We felt we were in grave danger, one person told the Athletic anonymously out of fear of retaliation. The incident took place after what was a contentious game on January 29th. The Grizzlies beat the Pacers 112-100, but the post-game incident followed one in the third quarter in which one of Morant's longtime friends, Devontae Pack, actually walked out onto the court and started yelling at Pacer players. The game was briefly halted, and Pack was removed from the floor after he, along with Morant's father, Tee Morant, and members of both teams verbally sparred. Pack and others then walked within about 30 feet of the Pacers bus after the game and started yelling at them again, per report. The incident continued for about 15 minutes until Morant left the arena and got into an SUV with Pack and another person. That's when the SUV then moved toward the Pacers bus and allegedly slowly pointed the lasers at them. It says here that basically the Pacers didn't file a police report, but they reported to the NBA and they had them investigate this. What do I think about this? Well, it shows that Ja Morant is a clown, and his family, his friends are all just straight up clowns. I'll say this, that the way I judge a lot of people, I do judge them by the friends they hang out with. I can tell you this, but this tends to be proven true, that if a person hangs out with shitty people, 90% of the time they're going to be a shithead also. They're going to be a rotten person. This tends to be proven a lot of times. You can even look at it in your own personal life to see if this theorem of mine is true, but it's mostly true. So Ja, to me, is a piece of shit. He has shown it on many occasions with his antics, his clown, him being a clown, just the way he acts on the court. Will I say he's a great player? Yeah, absolutely. I would say right now he's probably the best guard in the league. Just statistics show it. Just he's on top of the league when it comes to being one of the best guards. I would say if not the best. So the talent is undeniable. He has it. He's a superstar player, but he's not someone I respect as a person. Just a straight up clown, a trashy person. But then again, his dad is also very trashy, Tee Morant. This guy is the typical parent that we all hate, who's not really talented, who's average at best, but lives through their kids. And they let you know that who their son is or who their daughter is, and they brag endlessly. They don't stop. They live through that kid because they couldn't be anything great. So they're living through that kid and using that kid as a tool just to clap back at the whole entire world and let people know who they are. To me, he sucks. And him being a rotten person trickles down to his own son. I definitely believe that Ja is influenced by his dad, and this is why he's the person who he is. Ja also picks trashy people to be around. Just this guy, Devontae Pack, seems like a piece of shit, just running on the court, talking trash to the Pacer players. That to me is Bush League. If that was just a regular person, they're not only getting tossed out of the game, they're also getting arrested, and they're going to have like some kind of misdemeanor or some criminal offense on their criminal record, which will mess up their life. But with this guy, he should be fine because he's he's Ja Morant's friend, and the game was at home, so he's not gonna have to worry about anything. But it just shows again that Ja is not a good person. He surrounds himself by trash, and there was just an incident that he got into during the summertime where he knocked out this one kid with him and his brother, I believe. So just this this is just a consistent pattern with Ja. I don't know if that's going to be suitable for him long term to be successful in this league. You can't really have this immaturity and just consistently win at a high level. Maybe they get a championship out of him if they're lucky, but this guy is very immature. I don't think he can ever be a leader of a team. Just that's going to have to come from someone else within the Grizzlies. I don't know who that is, to be honest. I don't see any leadership on their current team. Their coach is your typical YMCA coach. He's really a pushover. But it's really a bad look. It's a bad look. Just the Grizzlies are really becoming the most hateable team in the league. The only other team I don't like that I despise more than them is the Warriors. But man, this team is really not likable. If it comes down to them and the Warriors, I will root for them in that scenario. But outside of this, I would not root for this team. Just rotten all around, man. Just a rotten squad, just rotten player, rotten father. Just it's kind of laughable at this point in time, but it just shows this guy's a clown, and he also has to be careful because his friends can take him down. They can put him in a very bad situation, and he's heading towards that. Also, his dad is a clown, so his dad can't really provide him with father guidance on how to protect himself from being taken down by his friends, you know. So that's the way I look at it. That's all I have to say about this.